welcome back to Restaurant Aetts. Aetts means family or clan in the Germanic tribe, and if you are using the younger rune set, think Danish Viking era, the younger set has 16 runes only. That family or clan would be called Aett. So, in preparation for February 22nd, which is 222, we are going to do a master rune spread today. Okay. So I am looking for the distant past. Oh, there's two. I'm looking for one rune class. Oh, there's one rune for distant past. Okay. In our distant past, it was all about Zeus, which is Odin's rune. The F is pointing down, so that's how you tell that. This is all about maybe love, friendship, wisdom in communication. Maybe you had the cautionary tale of beware of debts and temptation in your distant past. Okay, how about the recent past? What have we been working through? That would be the Kinas rune, which has really been coming up in the Rest Rune Aetts videos. So this is the Torch rune. This is all about education, learning. You're getting skills, you're getting truth, you're finding solutions, you're maybe seeking forgiveness. Not maybe for others or from others, but for yourself. Past behaviors, things that happened. Sometimes we should on ourselves more than we should, right? So we just need to let go of some of that burden that we place on our own person. So we need to overcome misunderstandings and seek justice for ourselves. Okay, so this is what is currently vibing with the collective. We have Thor's hammer. That's right. I mean, until we get into the March eclipse on the 3rd, we're still transitioning, some of us, from the wood snake to the fire horse, which is the new zodiac year, which started like last Tuesday. So just this week, earlier this week. So some of us might still be taking a hammer, breaking out of stagnation, breaking some rules, getting free of things, using some strategy and some calculated maneuvers. Okay, so that's what's going on currently. How about the near future? We have, Athala's rune. This is the 24th rune in the Germanic set. So this is all about the arrival. Okay, this is the very last rune. So this is ownership. This is following ancestors, learning from the past. So it might all entail your home, your assets, your inheritance, family, tradition. It's just a really good luck rune. Think you have arrived. Okay, so that's in your near future. Let's look at your further out future. What's going on there? Oh, we have Gibel, which is, I love this one. This has come out quite a bit too. This is really looking at equality in partnerships, the yin and the yang of it, if you want to think of it that way. Partnership equal. One can't be a stronger force than the other, it otherwise won't make the X, right? So this is being in true partnership, giving and receiving. This is about showing hospitality. And many of you heard about my Germanic grandmother and our heritage on our German side, where we show hospitality. That's like critical in our family genes, our DNA. So it was always told that, if you weren't sharing, you could have poverty yourself. So it was very important to show hospitality to others and reaching out that way. So again, equal partnerships. Giving and receiving, not one-ended. Okay, so let us look at the overall theme going on. What's the overall theme? We have, this is the year of the horse, and this is the horse rune. So this is Iwaz. So this is establishing boundaries, establishing freedom. You know, because you have boundaries doesn't shut people out. It just teaches them how to treat you, knowing yourself well enough that you can establish what you will accept and what you will not accept. So that builds friendship and loyalty and trust and devotion, potentially marriage. Okay, so think with your heart, not necessarily just with your mind only. Okay, so that's the overall theme. Well, let's go with any blockages towards this. We have Dagus, which is the day rune. So this is all about being released and seeing the light. New fortunes, potentials, intrigue has been thwarted. Okay, there's big changes and new beginnings. Okay, so that could be a blockage if you just drop everything and kick it to the curb without having done the work. Then also being scared of having new opportunities, new cycles. So that could be a barrier or a blockage depending on how you're approaching it. Okay, so be mindful of that. What do the elder rune guides, helpers want to offer as far as advice goes? Oh, this is Hagelas. This is the hail rune. Now, in my Danish heritage side, when we use the younger rune set, this looks like a starburst, or like, think like a firecracker, fireworks going off in the sky. You know how they just blossom into this big bloom? That's what the hail rune looks like on the younger set. So this is the Germanic set. Message is still the same. They're telling you to watch out for outside distractors or influences. Don't worry. Be careful that you are not doing unwanted binging on things, or you're not watching your debt. So that's a cautionary tale, because you can't reach Othala mastery of everything, right? When you're kind of upside down, and you can't give if you don't have anything to give, right? So really watching that piece. Okay, so what's the past theme, please? What was the past theme? The past theme was all about power, kind of control, conquest. See, this is the bison rune. So this is all about power, potentially health. So freedom, passion, conquest, courage. Okay. Maybe you thought you had all of that and the power, and you didn't estimate your risk of failure. And so it's like, oops, you maybe really blew it. But I don't think so, because you have this Othala, and you have this giving and receiving. So I think for you, it was just having courage to apply the hammer, okay, where it needed to go. What is the future theme, please? Future theme? Future theme is Fehu, which aligns really well with what's going on in your future. So let's line that up. Okay, so let's do a recap of the Master Rune reading. Past theme was power, using your ability to control, conquest. There was a lot of communication going on, learning from the experience. Maybe, excuse me, maybe things didn't work out real well. Maybe you needed to learn that you needed a new cycle. So you applied Thor's hammer. You established some boundaries. You got some freedom for yourself, because you found out this power wasn't working. You maybe tried to communicate and forgive and go forward with someone, but it just wasn't working. So you just had to break it and start out with a new cycle. Okay, so we had the boundaries, we gained freedom, we broke out of stagnation, and now in our future, this is Fehu, so this is all about wealth, trust, gain, offspring. This is the money rune. You can see how that differs from the communication rune here. So this is all about money, wealth, Othala's house having arrived, listening to your ancestors to get that good advice. This is giving and receiving equally. So using your assets, building that partnership. Just watch out for outside distractors. You want to keep your family and your spouse relations going strong. So if that's not working, that could cause you trouble in your wealth and things. So really stay focused. Okay? So that's what I have for you in preparation for February 22nd. We will see you tomorrow to find out what's new. But this is a recap of some of the things you've been working on in the last little while. And so it's looking really good. It's looking really promising. So yay, team. Good job. Bye.